Last question, man. We got to get into it. We saved the best for last, man. We got to talk about the real man.
Okay, all right.
We already know a little bit. We know Richard Sherman, last defensive player to be on Madden cover, true trash talker, played for the Seattle Seahawks, went to Stanford. But the Richard Sherman, before I knew the Richard Sherman, and the Richard Sherman that I grew up watching as a kid, was known for, when you try me with a sorry receiver like this, those are the results you're going to get. So
Go. Man, NFC Championship.
Bro, in the NFC Championship. And look.
She was shook.
So look. I want you to tell us, man, and tell the people, man, because we all know what it's like, man, just having a battle. And like how you even told me, just being in the NFL, you're going to start to kind of, like, your battle's just going to end up happening. But that right there, that wasn't a battle, man. That was a war. Like, that was premeditated, first degree murder. He had the intention to go out here and do it. I don't care if he's pleading not guilty. Your Honor, he did it. And he had the intent to do it. So, man, you got to let us know, man. You got to let us know what really started the whole Michael Crabtree saga, man. And what's the real backstory, man?
It's a lot. It's a long story. And I ain't going to hold y'all too much longer. We've been here a while.
Brother, we got time.
But in the offseason, I don't know what y'all do because every generation's different, but Larry Fitzgerald used to have a softball game in Arizona, where he'd invite a bunch of guys, a bunch of celebrities, a bunch of former players and artists. Snoop Dogg used to come, Ashanti, NBA players, WNBA players, everything. And we played a little softball game for charity to raise money for his charity. Then he'd have like a little after event for all the sponsors. You kiss hands, shake hands, kiss babies, and you go on about your day. You know what I mean? You show up and then you invite them to your charity event and people show up. So everybody's showing each other love and you battle on the fields. It is what it is, but there's a lot of respect. And so during these events, a lot of guys used to come out, guys you played against, during the season. Kyle Williams, who played for the Niners. And shit, I think Roddy used to come out. Julio came to maybe one. Obviously, Larry used to play. Just a bunch of guys that you running into. Imagine you playing against some of the Packers receivers coming out and some of the Bears receivers coming out, et cetera. Some Justin Jefferson coming out, holding the event, and a couple guys coming out. Like, there's respect, but everybody understands, like, we going to keep the field stuff on the field and we going to keep it respectful here. Everybody joke and when we get on that field again, it is what it is. And Crab couldn't keep it on the field. He had a couple drinks that night. He was feeling himself. And mind you, this is a couple years in. We've already played maybe 5-6 times. And so he was feeling like, I don't think he's ever had more than 60 yards in a game that he's played against our team in any of the games. You know what I mean? I didn't really think he was like that. And Earl did. Earl had a lot of respect for Crab, like a high level of respect, because he had to play him all the time in college in the Big 12. Like, remember that, you guys are too young, but there was a game, like a huge game between Texas Tech and Texas, where Crabtree caught the game winner in one of his Biletnikoff years, caught the game winner with like 2 seconds to go, like double coverage, walk off, like some real like video game type stuff. And was a good player. So Earl had like, man, this might be one of the best receivers ever, kind of like respect for him. And so he would talk to me all the time before we played them and be like, man, you got to watch out for Crab, man. He could take over at any time. I'm like, I don't see the guy like that. I'm in front of him, and y'all both know when you step in front of a dude after 10 plays, you either think, you know what you think of him, not what he did against everybody else. I know what I feel, and I don't feel threatened. And so during that event, we going back to the event. He was standing. We're all sitting there chopping it up in a group, laughing about the game. You know what I mean? T.O. and Donovan McNabb had did something, and we laughing about them. T.O. got emotional about the game like it was a real game. So we just shooting jokes and cracking up. And Crab is like off to the side, like drinking, but like kind of mean mugging. Like, like he plotting. Like he wants some issues, like real life issues. Not like, hey, we plotting on like, I'm going to talk mess to you and play a football game. It's like, you won't smoke. And so eventually he kind of makes his way over and he's like, we're not even talking football. We're talking a bunch of other stuff. And he like, yeah, Sherm, you got me fucked up. You know what I mean? Like next game, I'm going to have, watch. I can't wait till I get back on the field. I'm about to have like 7 for 150, 2 tugs on you.
Oh, shoot.
I said, okay. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with confidence. It's easier said than done. It ain't happened yet. I don't know if you got that collectively. But, you know, you can feel how you feel, you know. And so I kind of just leave it at that. But it was almost like that irritated him more. That I was so nonchalant about it. And then he started talking like, hey, man, like, you lucky we at this event, like, or I, you know what I mean, put hands on you type shit. And I'm like, hey, you know what I'm going to do? Because I ain't going to fight you. I'm not going to do all that. I make too much money to be sitting here trying to fight you. Anytime I see you on that football field, I'm going to do my best to embarrass you as much as I can. I'm trying to ruin you. And that was the next year. So we played him twice that season and then in the NFC Championship game. So we played him 3 times. I don't know if he had 100 yards combined.
So did you were those emotions that led you to say what you said, or like you had already like had it in your head, like after you do what you do, you gonna go out there and say that? No,
I didn't have nothing in my head that I was going out there and saying anything. You know what I mean? Like that. What's crazy is that target was my first target of the game. Like that's what's wild. That's when they say you got to stay ready the whole game. That was my first target.
And that's the stats people don't look at,
right?
Yeah. And that's like. You blanking a motherfucker the whole game.
Shit. And if you would have caught that one pass, Pat, they would have said, I suck.
Yeah, you're right.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's playing corner in the league. But yeah, so once that happened, I low-key was like trying to like, hey, I'm gonna squash this. Like, hey, I'm just let you know, I'm gonna go shake your hand and say good game, and we gonna lead us at that, and you ain't never gonna do it. Kind of like, hey, I'm one of them now. You recognize it now. Let's go ahead and shake like men and dead this. And I'm good with that. Then he tried to like smush me, and it was like, okay, yeah, I got to do what I got to do. I got to tell him about this young boy.
That's crazy.
Sometimes you got to really be there with him, TA. Like, that's what I keep saying. People are like, oh man, you know, do you really want to fight these guys or do all that? Between those lines is between those lines. I ain't, you know, there's some dudes that be like, oh man, if I catch him outside, well, all that's telling me is you ain't as good at this game as you think you are. Because if you got to go somewhere else to do something to get your point across, then you ain't really that nice. Like, if you're a receiver, you should be able to cook the dude that you got that emotion for. I should be able to cook your grits, put you in the blender, and go on about my day and get my point across. But you can't do that. Then you got to go somewhere else to get it all. I don't have to. Between these lines, I'm the best. And that's how I'm going. And I don't see nobody else really putting that fire out.
Last question.
No, I thought that was.
You got one more.
That's my last question, man. On this story, I mean, we always have like our cinematic moment, man. I want you to tell the people, if you could talk to younger Sherm, or if you got any advice for the younger generation, man, what would it be?
It's a great question. You are who you think you are, you know, but you don't get, things aren't given to you. You get what you work for. You get what you earn, but you don't always get what you deserve. And, you know, in order to be who you think you are, you got to outwork everybody. So keep that in mind.
Sherm, you need to be in a movie, dog. For you to just, bro, you literally just switched the whole, like literally just the whole vibe. Then you talk about some. You are who you think you are.
Switch. Flip the switch.
You are who you think you are.
Flip the switch like this.
You are who you think you are.
Hey, Tia, you got to be able to do it, baby.